Love, this is the album. The hit song is
Love, love changes everything, hands and faces, earth and sky. Love, love changes everything, how you live and how you die. Love can make the summer fly, or a night seem like a lifetime. Yes, love changes everything. Now I tremble at your name. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. Love changes everything. Days of hunger, words mean more. Love changes everything. Pain is deeper than before. Love will turn your world around, and that world will last forever. Yes, love changes everything, brings you glory, brings you shame. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. Off into the world we go, planning futures, shaping love, the sinners suddenly, all our wisdom disappears. Love makes fools of everyone, all the rules we make are broken. Love changes everything, live or perish in His shade. Love will never, never let you be the same. Love will never, never let you be
Thank you. You know it. Oh, good. That's lovely.
Thank you.
I guess that's the first time on American television.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Thank you for
It is.
doing that.
Well, it was wonderful to do it.
It's nice to see you again.
Great to be here again.
You're traveling the whole country and in concerts?
Yes, I've been doing concerts all around America for the music of LLoyd Weather.
Right.
And I'm singing songs from Jesus Christ Superstar, V to Phantom Cats aspect. So it's great.
Phantom also? I mean,
Phantom also,
yeah.
yes. So it's great for people, I suppose, who haven't seen all of the shows,
Yeah.
because they get to see all of the sort of main songs from the shows all in one evening.
That's an incredible record your husband has had. Just incredible. It's just hit after hit after hit.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and they're beautiful songs. And I think what people love to see is a big orchestra.
Yeah.
That is our set. In fact, it's just me and the orchestra and the songs, and it's wonderful for people to see Andrew's music being done without all of the sets, just as songs, and it's a really enjoyable evening.
So basically, it's pretty much standing in one with the big orchestra.
That's right. It's like a recital of all the music.
Now, somebody told me you had, before you met Andrew in London, I guess you met, right? You already had a hit record of your own. Is that true?
Embarrassing.
True?
Yes, I did. It was a terrible record called "I Lost My Heart to a Starship Trooper," and I was.
What was that? Give me that. I want to be sure I got that. I lost my heart to what?
I lost my heart to a Starship Trooper, and it went something like, I lost my heart to a starship trooper. It was absolutely terrible. And I mean...
Well, what made it a hit?
Well, I was in a group called Hot Gossip, and they were sort of my backing group. But it was a very, very rude group. I mean, all the things that Madonna's doing now with all the sort of suspenders and little dresses and things like that, and we were wearing then. And I mean, I didn't really know what we were doing. I just did, you know, sang these songs, and I suppose everybody thought it was wonderful, so they bought my records. But the awful thing is, when I'm sort of trying to do my serious music now, I get these sort of people coming up and asking for autographs and saying, I remember when you were a schoolgirl. And it's just, it's horrible. But
a lot of those trendy, funky things started in London, didn't they?
Yes,
as you say, Madonna
did.
is now. They were dressing strange like that a long time ago.
Yes, it's funny. Often in England, sort of...
Nothing wrong with that, but they were...
Yes, it is funny you say that, because often in England things start, and they're sort of, it takes a while to sort of come to America, and then the Americans are really good at making money out of it all.
Yes, we do have a bent for that over here. We can commercialize something real quick. Anyway, we're going to have Andrew come out in a little while and do a few things around the piano and sing some more stuff.
Great.
Before he comes out, is there anything about him that drives you nuts?
Let me think. Yes.
He may be in the hall and not hear this, so...
He sings at about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Sings?
Sings and plays on the piano. He's got this thing about this song called Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini.
That was a big hit many years ago. She's got an itsy bitsy da-da. Yeah.
Yes, that is how it
That's
goes.
the one.
And he has a thing about this song. He's always playing it. That's what drives me mad. But
At 3 in the morning.
At 3 in the
That
morning.
would do it. That would do it, yeah. Anyway, we're... Okay. Check it out. Before we bring your hubby out here, before we bring Sarah's husband, Andrew LLoyd Webber, out here, I think it might mention that he is probably the most successful and most popular Broadway composer of the last 20 years. Songs like Memory, I Don't Know How to Love Him, Music the Night have already become standards. He's won 4 Tony Awards, 3 Grammys. First person to have 3 Broadway hits running simultaneously and has 4 running in London. Would you welcome Andrew LLoyd Webber? Andrew? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, what is all this itsy bitsy teeny weeny business?
You do that at 3 in the morning? That's what Sarah said.
Well, dear, I let the cat out of the bag. He's going to kill me
pop
tonight.
record.
You get a lot of people who create are night people. Are you a night person versus...
Sort of. I mean, it just sort of depends, really. I sometimes do think of tunes in the middle of the night, I must admit. But I don't think I play them too loudly, do I?
Yes, you do. Far too loudly.
Never mind.
Anyway, I saw Phantom here, of course, and it was marvelous. Now, I understand you're about to make it in a movie, and you're going to play with Michael Crawford, the original cast. Motion picture. Are you looking forward to that?
Well, it's very exciting, really, because I've been sort of working in the theatre now for just, I think, 21 years, would you believe? And it's terrifying. And I'm now getting a chance to work in a completely different medium. And I've always loved movie musicals, but there haven't really been any for successful ones for many years. So it'll be interesting to see whether we make this one work.
Yeah, sometimes they transfer to stage, and sometimes for whatever the mix, they're not as popular on the screen as they are.
I think, touch wood, I think the one thing which the Phantom has going for it is that there have been a lot of Phantoms in the cinema.
Right.
And one kind of knows it's a subject that can work. But we'll see. You know.
Good. I wish you luck with it. It's marvelous.
But all those wonderful American musicals, I mean, that I saw as a child, they all transferred brilliantly. Things like Carousel and Oklahoma and South Pacific, which I always loved as a movie, although everybody said that you had to make sure that you didn't adjust your set and television because of the colors. But
I suppose you're aware of what happened on the closing night with Michael Crawford. They put, I think, a couple of tickets up.
They sold a whole load of house tickets. I'm more than aware.
For charity.
I pulled up and found mine had been sold.
And 2 tickets went for something like $27,500 a bidder for the last 2 tickets.
It's great. I mean, we were very, very pleased about it.
Somebody said you went that night and those were your 2 tickets, huh?
I think, I don't know. I'm very suspicious.
You replaced Michael Crawford with a marvelous actor. A lot of people were kind of stunned, not stunned, or didn't understand your choice. Robert Guillaume, who's a marvelous actor.
It's funny because the parallel between Michael, which you wouldn't be aware of, probably in this country so much, and Robert, is enormous because both of them started as trained singers.
Right.
And then both of them, and this is probably what you probably don't know about Michael Crawford, really became very well successful as comedy actors. And in fact, Michael was well known in England as a comedy actor, far more than he was in anything else. He, in fact, then played Barnum for a long while on the stage. But quite honestly, we found when the Phantom was announced with Michael Crawford But they all thought that it was going to be some kind of funny show with Michael Crawford doing stunts on ropes and coming out from under traps and saying boo to the audience. and it took 2 or 3 previews, didn't it, Sarah, for people to realise that it wasn't anything like that.
Yeah.
In fact, one night, Michael and I, we sort of had a drink, I think one probably too many, and we wrote a song called Boo for the Phantom coming down the staircase.
Just to sneak it in. Didn't have the guts to put it in, though, huh? We're going to take a break, and then we're going to go over the piano and do a few things, okay?
Yeah,
all right.
Sure.
What? You want us to go now? Fine. Shall we go to your workplace?
Why not?
Meanwhile, here we are.
Yes, absolutely.
What is this? Oh, okay, fine. Do you feel more comfortable sitting here than sitting over there?
I don't really mind, you know.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy here, though.
Somebody told me, have you ever written a song with really bad lyrics? That didn't work?
Do sometimes have different incarnations, it must be said.
Right.
You know, you probably know, I don't know how to love him. Well, I mean, that didn't start quite like that. Its first lyric was this. I long for Kansas morning. Kansas eyes come to greet me. Kansas winds, they shift and sigh. I can see you now, you're flying high. Kansas on my brain, I'm trapped in Maine.
Andrew, what's the story behind Memory? Many people have said when they first heard it, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, that it reminded them of some other tune, but they couldn't put a handle to it.
People thought it was really very, very sort of Puccini-esque, which of course it was, because actually this is much too long a story to go into now, but I in fact wrote an idea which was going to be about the writing of the opera La Bohème, and it was going to be all the outtakes from the various operas, and which were not written, and there was going to be one scene where Puccini went into a publisher's office and played this tune, and the publisher said it's useless. And anyway, I took it one day along to my father because he was the kind of great expert in Puccini and was sort of acknowledged world person in this matter. And I played it and I said, Daddy, is this actually like something else? What is it like? And he thought for a moment and he said, $10 million, Andrew.
And he was about right.
Thank my father for that.
Did you ever do any country? Is country western big at all in England?
Well, it sort of is. There are kind of aficionados, you know, of it. I mean, I always like country and western musicals or music because of the terrible titles they all have.
They do have it. Always have to do with unrequited love or...
I heard a wonderful one yesterday, which is Tonight It's Love, Tomorrow It's $50.
I'll give you a title and you can make something up.
I won't sing it for you.
Yeah. How about My Dog Died and Now You're the Only Bitch I Have?
Well, they always do that, don't they? That's a difficult title.
Yes, it is.
My dog died, and now you're the only bitch I have.
We may have a hit here. We could have a hit here.
It might rival Itsy Bitsy.
We have to do this. Now, when we come back, you're going to do something else, right? And Andrew's going to accompany you?
Yes, fine.
Okay, we'll take a break. We're coming back. Stay where you are. All right, we're back. Now, do you like Andrew to accompany you when you sing at all?
Sometimes.
Well, what does that mean, sometimes?
Well, sometimes when he accompanies me, he gets into the music and he starts going too fast or too slow and forgets that I'm even singing it.
Oh. Anyway, you're going to do music of the night for us tonight?
That's right.
Look,
yes.
I thank you for coming before we say goodnight, and thank you both, Andrew, for being here. It's all yours.